Alright guys, did a few changes, and basically the only thing we changed was we changed our Beast Tamer into Gilbert, no stat changes. Changed our Berserker into Bisk, because I want him, and we changed one of our fighters into Karth. And Karth is actually not as strong as our knight, but that's okay. He'll get pretty beefy as time goes on. Now, basically, the only really unfair thing is, besides having Karth be a Black Knight, is we have an extra leader than we had before, so I'm not going to use him for some time. I am going to try to get a few golems, because I'm going to need a golem unit anyway, and whether I decide to change them or not, it's not really going to make that big of a difference. Regular golems and balder golems are both pretty much unkillable by the enemy, unless you, like I said, don't take care of them for a long time. But as much as I want to start with balder golems, I'll probably do the regular ones, because I'm already getting really close to the wire as far as what's appropriate and what isn't appropriate. So, or just, yeah. The mechanics are basically going to be the same as we, there we go. Let me check something. I do think I'm going to have Karth have a dragon in the back, and I'll try to raise a, Bahamut up from nothing. It shouldn't be too hard. I just got to get the unit really, really high alignment-wise. And it should work. Yeah. I don't know if I want to get a black dragon. The only reason I had one is it was for the Fogel unit, and I don't really want to have a Fogel unit because I would have to cheat in more Dragoon items. Although, you know what? You could have Troy grow up to be a Fae or a Cataphract. That isn't a bad idea. Asnabel could be a Black Knight, and then we could make our own. We could have a guy that just becomes a Dragoon. But I'm not sure. Well, when you're first starting out in a regular game, it would behoove you to get, especially if you have a Doll Master, or you're planning to get one, get 2 golems pretty early, put them with the Doll Master. Yeah, they're not going to do the most damage, but they're going to take the least damage, and they can hold down cities pretty well. They're just really good overall units. Oop, save. This was actually going a lot faster than I... There we go. Golem unit will be very valuable Again, it won't be your strongest unit in any one capacity, but it will fulfill a lot of roles that your other units may not be able to do well. I'm surprised Nash has gotten 2 neutral encounters so quickly. Only this takes a minute. So, but yeah, I'm not sure what I want to do. I might use our... I do need to get the... Maybe I don't. Maybe I don't need to... Maybe I need to fill out Pug D and Dio's units that quick. My plan was to just use the lady who I was going to turn into Paul and have her level up that that unit until it got to level 4, so that Pug D and all the other people in the unit would be at level 4. But yeah. That is another thing to think about too. Training. You can do training in this game, which can help your units get a little bit up if you need them to. Especially some of the more units you want to keep neutral. Training them in between maps to give them an extra level will help keep their alignment from going up too fast. Or training the unit that you want to be evil, like Asnabel's unit early on to 9 or 10, right after you get him. And then after that, go into the map and start wiping out units with him, and his alignment will tank pretty fast. Speaking of that, I gotta remember to do that. I thought it was a fluke. It can take a lot of time to find neutral encounters. I don't think the Platinum Dragon is the best dragon. I think it's one of the coolest looking ones, but the best dragons are the ones with status effects. The good Hydra, Quetzalcoatl, Tiamat, they'll paralyze or put somebody to sleep. And that's very good for crowd control. There we go. Honestly, the difference between the Balder golems and the regular golems in terms of actually when you're fighting the enemy, it's almost irrelevant. Sure, what a beautiful name. Jesus. Vonus Water. So this guy will become a blue dragon and then a Hydra, unless we get his alignment up really, really far or really, really down, in which case he'll become a white or black dragon. But yeah, the way the game's designed, you're supposed to use Dio and Pug D as your main leaders early on, because you just don't start out with a lot of them, but you can make it work. Yeah, even with with this guy being cheated and you got a whole bunch of guys. You start with 1, 2, 3, 4 leader-like units. And you really only need one of them to be pumping out fighters. So, let me think for a second. Ginger. I could buff this unit up to level 4 with training, but I don't think I've got the money to... I got some money, it could work, but... I kind of want to save the money for a while. We don't get a puppy until, I think, the 3rd. Yeah, after this mission, we go down to here. And then I think that's the mission where we can find hellhounds. So let me just check. So for the next mission, I definitely want to use Bisque mostly, get more fighters, and we'll keep substituting like we did the last time. If we get into a pinch, I can use Nash, but level 3, level 2. Level 3, level 3. Well, at least you guys are on par. Okay. So, I kind of want to avoid using Nash. I want him to have a little bit higher of alignment, purely just so that we can get some knights and the cleric. We don't want her to get too high. We could probably bump him up to 4. That's not going to be too bad. And we could get Ginger up to 4 as well before we turn her into Paul. Well, I guess I gotta just turn her into Paul earlier. I don't know why I'm keeping her as a... I'm keeping her as a witch. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna change that guy's name to Bahamut. Deashuria, and I'll change his one to Polyphemus. Well, I have somebody coming to fix something at the house, so I'm gonna need to be available. So actually, I can't start the new map immediately because it's gonna take us a while. So I'll probably end the video and contemplate whether I want to keep Ginger as a witch or change her into Paul. I just don't know. Oh well. I guess we'll know pretty soon. Yeah. 2 more maps and we'll get another puppy for Gilbert. And yeah, I don't know. I'd want these guys and Paul to be the same level, but I don't really have somebody that I can put in a unit with them. I suppose I could just make a Karth unit, even though I'm not going to use him. Oh, what a cute little guy. Oh, he's level 2. Oh, yeah, I've got to level him up. Yeah. If you guys don't... I mean, here's the thing, like... I could just put these level 3 people with Puggy right now. I might as well... I mean, I could technically do that since I'm not going to use them for a while, but... I want to keep this open so that I can do the whole fighter fighter train going. That's really the only reason I would use the I think I may do that. Might turn this guy into Paul, level up this unit to level 4. I don't need to do that immediately, though. Yeah, I don't need to do it immediately. There's no rush. Okay. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. I'm not going to do it now, but... Or when's the first time you can find a champion statuette? Because when I get one of those, then I'll start... I just can't stand having these guys be a different level. Is that really cheating? Just making these guys level 4 or making Paul level 2? Is that really cheating? Oops, I know, I guess it technically is cheating, but... Yeah, I may have to do that. I have to make this guy level 3. Make this guy level 2. Make all these guys level 2. Humana. Okay, I think that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, but if I raise them up now, then I can't change it. I can't make these guys into a unit for PUBG. Ugh. I tell you, after starting out with Baldur Golems, it's really hard to play with these guys, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. So, yep. That's what we're gonna do. Well, I guess technically I didn't start out with a Doll Master. I started out with a Witch. Could have been a Cleric. Could have been a lot of things. I was just going to use her to get those units up higher. So yeah, I think I am going to do that. I'm going to remove her. And she's going to be the new Paul. 65, 56. Yeah, she's got that nice balanced stats everywhere. Reasonably high intelligence and strength. So that's what Paul wants anyway. So yeah, we'll do that. Champion statuettes. Yeah, let's do that. Well, I gotta get out of this thing real quick. Just gotta make sure. Okay, so we're gonna edit. Let's do. There's the Witch. There's the Witch. Changing. I'll just show you what we're doing. Changing her to Paul. Enchanter. Paul, we're going to have his element be Earth. And it'll be a male. And we'll make his level 2 to match the golems. Or I could just have him be level 3, and then I could raise the golems by 1. That's probably more consistent. Oh, wow. 59 luck. That's pretty damn high. We'll change it to 60 though. So, all right, there's Paul. I think, yeah, let's actually add a few of these guys just to kind of balance everything out. We'll do that simply. We'll do that simply too. I don't know why I put this over here. But so basically I just added a few champion statuettes and changed a few of those things. So, and then we saved. Ah, there we are. So there's Paul. Uh-oh. Ooh. That was a little dangerous. I almost screwed that up. Alright, so I gotta load. I've got to load this one. There's the golems. Okay. And there's the witch. So we're changing you to Paul. Paul. 59. I like round numbers, so we'll do 60. Not fire. We'll do earth. Not change anything else. Oh god, I want him to be a Baldur Golem so bad. So bad. Oh. I'll deal with it though. I might as well change your name to Bahamut. I wonder. I might as well do that since we have to change it later. And if it's a holy dragon, we'll have him be a fire one. Okay. Okay. I think we're good on that. Oopsies. Let's add some items. Let's put that up to 10. All right. I mean, this honestly doesn't break the game. This isn't really change much. The only thing that's really going on is we're soothing my OCD fire brain. So 2, 2, and 3. So he's going to be 2. God damn, I want them to be Baldur Golems so bad. I just... I mean, it really doesn't make that much of a difference. They're not going to die either way. It's the same reason I got these guys. It's more just my own OCD. Alright, I can't handle it. No, but if I keep them as this, if I keep them as regular golems, then I can show you the transformation of basically when you go up against the cockatrices, then they can become stone golems. Alright, alright, alright. I'm going to try to be strong, but this is just very hard for me. Okay. Well, I changed everyone's name except for Nash. Okay. Nash, you're going to be Arthur. Arthur, you're a knight. Your portrait is going to be Richard. Water. And okay. that's how it's supposed to look. Start out with a, you know, Doll Master or whatever. The unit's basically just as strong. He might increase their damage by a little bit more since he's an enchanter, but fundamentally the difference is going to be pretty minimal. We're not going to be using Karth. And Arthur's got his face changed. That's good. Paul, you're going to go here. You're going to go here. We're not going to... change much else. So we're not going to use Karth because we technically did not start out with him as a leader. So he was like a cheat-in. So we're going to hold off on him for a while. But Scott, I don't have any Earth. Feldman, I might have to use Feldman for my wizard for Aznabel because he's Earth. Sebastian Leone. Rat. Man, I've got a lot of wind element guys. Okay. Okay. So, we're going to get a few more fighters with Bisk, and there's level 2. Alright. It's just again for my own OCD. Does not change anything in the grand scheme of things. Actually, when I get Leia, she's going to come with 2 Valkyries, I believe, and they can be leaders. And what I may do is I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fighters. If I can have 3 more fighters by then, that'd be 8 fighters. I could just basically put both those Valkyries in units with 4 fighters. Actually, it might be better to do 2 fighters and then... Yeah, one of them will have 3 fighters with 2 of these girls in the back, and then the other one will have 3 fighters in front with 1 in back. Yeah, that should be good. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think the guy is heading out soon, so... Call the title of this episode Fiddle Fucking Around. But basically at this point, let's say you started out with, instead of a witch, you started out with a enchanter, you'd probably actually start with a level 3 golem, and you can go find another one. And if you really wanted to, you could just put him in a unit with somebody like you know, your berserker or pugdy or whoever, and then level him up to level 3 if you wanted to in a training ground, and then put him in the unit. Or you could just hold off and wait till you find a champion statuette and do the item duplication trick. And then this is a unit you could very easily have after the first level. Not the Black Knight there, but, you know, this is a pretty strong unit. He wiped out, he got like 10 attacks, and one of them is with the Knight with the Blessed Sword. He's pretty beastly. I'm not going to use Dio and Pugdy, but again, we could have. This basically does the same damage as the other guy, unless it's nighttime, so I'm not too worried about it. I can't do the guide without having him in my army, so that's just fine. Beastmaster, he's a little stronger than Beast Tamer, but Beast Tamers and Beastmasters, all that stuff, they always attack twice no matter which row that they're in. He's going to get a little bit better stats, but this is basically the guy that I started with. Except he's got a Rupture Rose, which I guess is unfair, but so be it. And then we've got the Hellhound. I gotta change their names once I get them. I gotta look up the guide, too, to make sure that their alignment doesn't have to be a particular thing for their upgrade to happen. So, yeah. Anyway, we're doing pretty good. We got a couple of extra people in the first one. Our units are starting to... Like I said, most of the units we're going to have knights, phalanxes, or fencers in the front. I'm probably going to try to upgrade these guys to fencers, actually, because they just get better stats early on. But, yeah, I think I'm just going to have everybody be a fencer. For a while, their equipment is cheaper than knights. That's one thing, and they have better stat progression, so just very rarely is it better to have anything besides them. Phalanxes are one of the better units early on because of their defense. They do the same damage as a fencer and a knight, but their stat progression is much worse. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm pretty happy with where things are. We're slowly building up our army of interchangeable drones. Two of our leaders are going to have big units in them, so we're not going to be raising these guys up. But that's okay. When we actually get Leia, we're going to put her in a unit with 3 fighters and a Amazon in the back, because that's just her ideal unit. 3 fencers and or knights in the front with a cleric in the back. But, oh, I think that's the guys, so I'm going to have to take off, guys, but we'll play later.